Hello.
Hey.
Long time no recording because we both got really, really busy.
Yeah, we. I guess that deserves its own other podcasts about all after all this gets sorted, huh?
Wait, what stuff?
Oh, like why we've been so busy lately.
uh, we could or could not talk about it. I don't know if it's that interesting actually.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. Well, anyways, today we're gonna just think of a random topic, which is I thought of talking about silly things that we were scared of as a kid.
On the topic of silly things, I like how you're like, I thought of.
I thought of.
Okay.
Well, because a few of them were your
Are they?
ideas too.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I mean, we both contributed.
I thought I just showed up and then and then the microphone's already on my desk and you
Yeah.
just tell me to start recording.
Most of the time, yeah. So, you want to go first, or should I go first?
No, well, you go. You can go first on this one.
Okay. So, I think the dumbest thing that freaked me out as a kid, and I can't really explain why, but like I used to like to watch Pengu, which is this it's just this claymation cartoon of this little penguin going on little adventures, and one
I
of
still can't believe you watched that shit.
dude, it's so cute. Don't even.
Oh my god, don't even.
Is it
even,
so
even when
cute?
even when I was a kid, I thought that shit looked terrible.
Terrible. So cute, man. You have no taste. Well, anyways.
Evidently not, because I'm with you.
Oh, do you want me to help you with that?
No, I'm okay with that.
Anyways, like one of the episode was like Pengu having this nightmare of this giant seal just like following him and showing up at random places, and it's just like he's just like this little guy, and then there's this huge seal at the background just like trolling him and shit like that. And for some reason as a kid that freaked me out so much, I started to cover my eyes with my hands.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure, like, I can't remember how old I was, like maybe 4 or 3 or something. But yeah, I still remember that. It's really stupid. It was just like this brown seal with some whiskers.
Wow. It had to be brown, huh?
I don't know. That's just the color of the seal.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a really dumb little thing.
Okay. Let's see. For mine, you've seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when I was like young, probably about 3 or 4 as well.
Yeah.
Like my parents let me watch that movie, and like there's like I was actually okay with like the majority of it, and like it was weird because my dad actually let me watch a lot of action violent movies when
Yeah.
I was younger. But like there was just this one scene that made me uncomfortable, and I actually had to leave the room every time it came on. It was
What? Really?
yeah, like whenever I was, it was I think I was 3, or 3
Oh.
or 4. But like every time, it was like the scene where Judge Doom, he it's like when he reveals himself and he starts like and it's like the eyeballs pop out.
Okay.
And it's just like that scene. Just I don't know what about that scene just made me so uncomfortable. Of like just the idea of, like his eyes falling out, and just like I just didn't want to be in the room with that when that scene was playing.
Did you watch this movie multiple times or something?
Yeah, like we owned it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we owned the VHS of it. It's just like I don't know what about that scene when I was a kid made me uncomfortable. It's just like it's dumb because he's like literally when you watch it, he's like he just starts inflating himself, and then like. And it just reveals he's a cartoon, and then, like it's just like the eyeballs rolling. I don't know what about this made me feel so like not okay with being in the room when that scene was playing. And, like, it's dumb because literally, I think like not that long after that, there's a scene where he's literally melting, and I'm
Okay.
like, oh, that's fine.
What the fuck?
It's just like I don't.
Kids
get
are
it.
weird,
Yeah,
man.
it's like, I don't understand why why I got scared of that, but like yeah, that one actually really made me uncomfortable.
I can't quite remember that scene, to be honest.
Yeah, it's honestly like when I mention this to other people, they're like, if they remember the scene, they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't get it either." Because like I've watched it again since then, and I'm like, "Why was I scared of this as a kid?"
You can't. There's certain things that you can't really explain.
Yeah, exactly. And like, there's actually a lot of mine are like that. It's like I don't understand why this scared me as a kid.
Yeah, I know what you mean. By the way, if I sound kind of different, it's because I'm starting my braces thing, so I'm still not quite used to talking with it. But anyways, yeah.
So, tag out, tag in.
Okay. I just thought of this while I was in the washroom.
Like where all of Jenny's comic ideas come from.
Yeah, actually, some of them. That's actually true.
Guess which ones?
But like, I don't know why, but as a kid, I used to be scared of listening to the X-File music.
That's not surprising. No, because like it genuinely creeps you out because I have that one ringtone on my phone that's like the alien
I
sci-fi
guess-
theme, and like you get so pissed when I use that as my
Like,
alarm.
I don't know why. It's just something about it too. And of course, like everyone was creeped out of the lavender fucking music from Pokemon too.
Okay.
Lavender Town.
Okay.
Yeah, I was scared of that little ghost guy that you had to fight too.
Okay.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do. I was never scared.
I had to like.
Legitimately, when people started telling me they were scared in Lavender Town, I just looked down like, what, really?
But didn't the music creep
No.
you out? Really? It's like still even now I don't like listening to that music.
You know what's funny? I actually remember that because like when I played Pokemon, that was back when that was back when I was younger, so like I couldn't afford like a Game Boy.
Yeah.
So like I actually played it on emulators.
Okay.
So like I remember like I can't remember if I ever told you how I used to play my schedule were when Pokemon was super popular. I would get up at 6 in the morning, 6 or 5 in the morning, play it on my emulator on my computer till I had to brush my teeth and go to school. So I would get up.
But you
early.
said Pokemon sucked.
Yeah, I still played it.
What the
Because everybody played it.
Okay.
Like that's what I used to do in the mornings, and then like come home. So like it would be like super early in the morning when it would be still dark.
Oh, I see.
And like so the room would be super quiet.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I never found and like so it was like all dark and everything, and I remember going through Lavender Town. And I was just like, I don't know.
Maybe it's different on the emulator. I mean, like
no,
that's
it's like the music's still the same. Like because like when they did Twitch Plays Pokemon, like and they got to the part, I'm like, oh okay, yeah, sounds exactly like how it was like, and like.
But like it's I don't know. I'm just like thinking it's like maybe it's different from like actually holding the game closer to your
Not
face.
really.
Then.
Well, you said the music just creeps you out. It never creeped me out.
I see. Well, la-di-da, good for you as a kid then. That ghost creeped me out too. I remember battling that ghost without looking at the screen.
You know what's funny? When I fought that ghost, I actually kept thinking, why does Haunter look weird?
Why did Haunter shave his head?
Yeah, that's actually what I thought. It was really funny. I remember it was just like,
It's like, oh fuck, something happened to Haunter now.
no, I'm just like, is this a rare Haunter?
Can I catch it?
That's legit what that was going through my head.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if I tried to throw a Pokeball at
I
it.
think everybody tried that at least once.
Maybe. Everyone wants a Cubone's mother.
Yeah. Except Cubone. Okay, so my turn. Okay, this is gonna be really dumb. I think I've asked you this before. You've never seen The Last Unicorn, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then this will be just mainly for viewers of everybody else in the world that has seen The Last Unicorn.
Yeah.
Okay, when I was like younger and like probably around 4 or 5, like I can't remember the exact age. There's this one scene in the movie that like I remember I was like it was uncomfortable to watch, but it was a different thing than Who Framed Roger Rabbit scene. That was just like I don't know why I was uncomfortable. This one it's just like you watched it and you felt like super sad, and so you didn't want to look at it. It was like there's a scene where the flaming bull casts all the unicorns into the water, and then he burns it. So essentially, like the reason it's the last unicorn is because all the other unicorns got thrown into the water, and then they're trapped there by the flaming bull. And it's just like the scene where they go over that. I don't know why. It's just like the music, the iconography of it, like that. You could like this like giant thing was just like had cast this entire existence into water, and it was trapped there and it couldn't get out, and it showed them like struggling, but all the times the flames would push them back. I just remember like when I saw that scene when I was like younger, I was like it just felt such like so wrong. So like and like
That scared you?
yeah, that I actually felt terrified. Yeah, and like it was dumb because like and like I'll admit like if that the director was like a lot of people at the time, you know, you don't really talk about animated features and stuff,
Yeah.
but like in like a lot of people like that movie and like really like the music and the iconography of it. So I guess that speaks to the talent of the director for that movie as well.
Yeah, I hear that movie's like really, really popular.
Yeah, it's really good. Like I wonder. I haven't watched it within the last like a long time. So I wonder how I'd feel about it now, because like there's a lot of movies I've come back to and like I've either been, oh, this holds up, or oh, it does not hold up.
Yeah.
So like I wonder whether that one would hold up or not.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it's been so long since I've seen it. I actually barely actually remember, the ins and outs of that movie. Like I just remember that one scene, like it like burned into my mind.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so like that was a weird one. Like like that kind of freaked me out a little as a kid.
Actually, you talking about animated features like that, like it actually just reminded me there was this one episode from Tom and Jerry that was kind of weird to me, and it was kind of unsettling after I watched it. It was really weird. I don't know how it came to be like this, but then like it just, after all their shenanigans and shit, like you just see Tom like strapped onto like this metal board, and then like Jerry was just like pretty much like funneling water down his throat, like, and then he's just turning bigger and bigger, and then like for some reason that was so dark to me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay.
I find like some cartoons back then were very interesting. I think I watched the Disney's version of Little Mermaid after this, because like we used to have a lot of VHS of like actually, I think the actual stories of what it's supposed to be like. So the first Little Mermaid, I guess, like that I watched was when she was forced to kill the prince, and if she doesn't, like something will happen. I can't quite remember, but then in the end, like she didn't want to kill anyone, so she just jumped into the ocean and turned to froth and died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I kind of like those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I just destroy all childhoods, huh?
No. I mean, like, there's a story behind it. Don't fucking like listen to creepy ass people that just like offer you a random thing to.
Wow, that's what you pulled out of the Little Mermaid.
Well, yeah. Don't fucking just be like, oh, this is the guy of my life, even though I only just saw him once, and then I'm gonna give up my family and everything and trade my tail for legs from this weird witchcraft person.
Technically, she traded her tail and her for a Veej too.
Her tail and her voice, actually. I forgot about her voice.
I can't remember. Anyway, so I guess that's yours.
Yeah.
The next one, this one's super obscure. So like, I won't be surprised if like nobody remembers it. Like, you definitely didn't watch this show when you were a kid. You never watched Are You Afraid of the Dark when you were a kid, right?
I've seen some before.
Okay, because like since you're such a wuss when it comes to scary things, and like I imagine
they weren't scary though.
In a general sense, no. But like you always seem like such a wuss when it comes to scary things that you like. I can imagine you like not watching or like pretend or not looking and playing in the corner.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. But Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps weren't scary to me.
Goosegumps?
Yeah, Goosegumps. Goosegumps.
Okay. I don't know, like, there's just this one, and, like, I don't know, when I was younger, I think it's because I had never seen, like, a dead body or anything, like, even in, like, that, like, I guess looked that way, but there was this one episode where, like, it was about a ghost that haunted the pool or something, and so like the premise was like they had, when the school was building the pool, they needed to clear out a cemetery to do the renovation, so they said I guess they missed one of the bodies, so that the ghost of that spirit kept like drowning kids in the pool, so they sealed that pool off. So like the scene that like kind of makes like freaked me out when I was younger, it was like at the end where like because usually they have this giant fake out in Are You Afraid of the Dark, so there's never really anything scary.
Yeah.
Like there's this one like it legit like the skeletal ghost, and it was like all covered with red, and like it was like looked very bloody. I'm sure if I saw it now, I would think it looked super ghetto. It's nowhere near as scary as I remember it being.
I'm pretty sure.
Like, yeah, but like it's just like the way they did it in that scene. It's just like I remember it was scary to me at least, but that was like the only one that I ever felt that way about. Because yeah, all the rest of them were kind of fake outs. But yeah, I just remember like just the visual of it, like I remember like being a little scared of that at the time when I was a kid.
I mean, like, I feel like these kind of things were kind of legit to be scared of as a kid, though.
I'm kind of curious now. Just while you're telling yours, I'm looking that up.
Okay. There's gonna be sounds of your freaking keyboard. Oh my god. Okay, well, while Tony's fucking rudely interrupting this.
Well, while you're telling it.
Do you listen to cassette tapes when you were younger?
I don't. Come on, that's actually pretty scary.
Okay, that's kind of creepy.
That's kind of creepy. Like
that's kind of nasty looking.
Like that.
How old were you? Like you were quite young, weren't you?
Fairly young. Like I was definitely still in elementary school, but yeah, like you see that?
Okay,
like,
that's
do you know what I mean? Like, okay, seriously, if for your readers to have context, cause just type in "Are you afraid of the dark?" Red skeleton.
Oh my
and like that's what freaked me out when I was younger.
Yeah, that's actually kind of legit.
I actually,
dude, these aren't silly enough. That's a legit fear. What the fuck is that? That's like intestines and shit.
I was totally like ready to assume that it would look super ghetto at this time of age.
Well,
that's
kind of legit.
I think they blew their whole budget on that one skeleton.
Yeah, just one. Like,
that's why the rest of them had to have a freak out.
Yep.
That's why the rest of them had to fake out because they spent it all on that one.
Well, anyways, wait. You said you did listen to cassette tapes?
Yeah. Like, what do you mean cassette tapes? Though, because like my dad had music tapes in there.
Yeah, exactly. Those little ones where you have to rewind with a little pencil.
What?
Sometimes?
No, you just rewound it. You click the rewind button.
Well, you know what? When you're bored, you rewind it with a pencil, okay?
Why would you waste time?
Don't question me on this, alright? Alright? Well, anyways.
It's like having a lighter and then saying, I'm going to rub these two sticks together because sometimes you're bored and you rub sticks together when you have a lighter.
Why not? That's how...
Anyways, I can't explain you.
So, like, I don't know if your cassette tape player did this, but, like... Mine, like, I would listen to these at night to go sleep and stuff like that.
What, really? That's creepy as fuck.
No, I mean, like, they're just random stories.
Oh, okay.
Like, bedtime stories. But then, like, every time after it finishes, I always have to fucking prepare myself because there's gonna be, like, a click.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Were you ever scared of those?
No, why would I be scared of the click?
I was scared of it.
Why'd you be scared of the click?
Because it's scary.
What about the mechanical click is scary? That means it's working.
No, it's just like a sudden thing. Like especially if you're almost falling asleep and then that will wake you up.
Really?
A lot of the times I would just like get up and just like eject it because I didn't want to hear that click.
Wow, you have weird ass problems.
What weird ass problems?
So that you were scared of the mechanical click.
There was a lot of really things. I even scared myself in the shower when I whipped my hair. I thought that was something else.
What was it? Did you, when you whipped your hair, did you hear another mechanical click?
No, that was my hair.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you have any more? Any more over there? Like that weird, creepy red skeleton?
I'm actually very proud of myself that was actually a legitimate fear.
Yeah, that's legitimate.
That's legit scary.
That's kind of fucking creepy.
Like that, like, do you see why that one burned into my face?
Yeah.
No, it's your turn, actually.
I just said mine. The cassette tape.
Oh, really? That was your legit one?
Okay.
That was a bullshit one.
Okay, I'll say another one. Okay, I'll say another one.
Okay.
I remember this was one of my birthdays.
Okay.
Can't quite remember. Maybe I was like 3 years old or something. And then my
everything happened in 3 to 4, huh?
Yeah.
Just everything scary happened.
Yeah, everything's happening at 3 or 4. But like, I remember we were just celebrating my birthday, and then my brothers made this comment. He's like, congrats! Now you're 1 year closer to death. And then like, because he said that, I started thinking about death, and I'm just like, I don't want to die. I'm like, Mommy, am I gonna die? And then like my brother just kept on laughing on the side of it, and then like I was so focused on that I just couldn't enjoy my birthday anymore. And that was a legit fear.
Okay. Actually, I do have one that's like that.
Oh yeah.
It's actually really dumb too, because like it's like you're not old enough to grasp what it is, but like it's like it's super unsettling to me. I'm not actually. Maybe have I sold this one on your? Oh, whatever. Fuck it. You can hear it again. So when I was like super young, like 5, one of my uncles or something explained to me the heat death of the universe, and like and the idea of like, you know how like everything has energy based on moving molecules, right?
Yeah.
So like the heat death of the universe is when there's not enough energy and matter can no longer move. So like everything just ceases to like reality collapses essentially, or something like that fat. So like I remember I got explained this concept. So then I asked him, so what started movement? And like that idea was like, and he's like, I don't know, that you just know the particles. So like it's just like unsettling to like a 5-year-old's mind.
Yeah.
He thinks like he's trying to like essentially like understand what could possibly cause initial movement to the point of something like 10,000 like million billions of years later where the last movement would stop, and like just grasping that concept in a like a kid's mind. I remember I felt actually really unsettled. There was like an emptiness that wasn't there before because I knew it was like teaching. It was like very suddenly permanence wasn't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
That's the thing.
Yeah, it's like before there was everything was a solid concept, and then now all those concepts seem like very unsolid.
Yeah.
It's like you could, and then like if that concept became unsolid, then like it's just everything around you is unsolid. As like
Yeah.
a 5-year-old, you're like you just like sort of like you kind of sit there and you ponder it and you think about it and you're like it doesn't make you sad, but it's like I swear my face must look like that stoner kid meme. It's just like it's like 'cause,
I
like,
mean, that's such a weird thing to tell a 5-year-old.
what about the heat death of the universe?
Yeah, I mean, like, if someone said that to me, I would be like, what are you talking about? Like, you have to be straight with me. You're gonna die. And I'm like, oh, fuck. If, like,
Yeah,
at
but
least...
see, that's the thing though. Like when you were younger, you don't say that to a kid, but then you tell them the heat death of the universe, and then that essentially teaches them the concept of death, of not just you, but of everything.
Yeah.
And then it also teaches you. Then you start. I remember this was actually the most unsettling part of that, because at the time I didn't really have a concept of like a higher power or like even an idea of what God or like whatever like a higher power
Yeah,
would be.
pretty much
So,
someone
like,
that's above us.
so like then you start questioning. It's like, so if there's like something that can push the initial like make the initial movement,
Yeah.
does that mean what pushed the initial movement could also die?
Oh.
Like, and then like what happens after the one that pushes and nobody ever create anything ever again after that higher power goes away too? It was like all these concepts as a kid. Like, okay, I'll admit most kids don't think this, but like I remember all these concepts, like, and it was only in reflection after I got much older that I realized, holy shit, I was worried about the existence of God at 5. This is thanks, Uncle. I appreciate this.
I guess we both have a relative that ruined our birthday that year.
Mine wasn't on my birthday.
Okay, well, that was on my birthday.
So like that, like, so I guess that's kind of, I guess now as adults, it's weird to think that freaks you out, but as like a 5-year-old, your world's so small.
Yeah.
And then like it like quite literally that concept or like the lack of a concept like shattered that world for me. Nothing felt right after that. So like it was to a 5-year-old, that's really weird to learn.
Yeah, I found like the kind of funny thing and like interesting thing about like thinking of the stuff that we used to be afraid of, like just to me like that moment of knowing that, oh, now I'm 1 year closer to death. It's like,
I don't know about you, I'm still scared of Red Skeleton. I'm still scared of that fucker now, to this day now.
that shit looks scary.
So like I didn't get over that. I'm actually still scared of the other guys waiting in the pool for me.
But it's just like as time goes on, it's like you don't even think about that. Like for me, it's more like now it's more like, wow, what if I'm not capable of bringing up kids that will be like beneficial to the society, or like even being useless like myself and shit like that. Like I would worry about these kind of things. Like what if I'm useless and then just not good for anything?
My solution is not to tell them about the heat death of the universe at the age of 5. That's my
Maybe
solution.
you should.
And not to let them
Our
see that
kids
skeleton.
should go through the exact shit that we went through. I'm gonna show them that creepy Little Mermaid one.
Okay.
I'm gonna show them
Finding it.
all the grim. We still have the VHS.
I'm actually more scared of popping in B. Okay, I'm gonna be perfectly honest right here.
Yeah.
One thing that actually scares me a little as an adult, and it's a stupid thing to be scared of, are VHS tapes.
Why?
Like, I'll say partially The Ring,
Oh my god.
but like, it's just the idea. It's like, because I don't know. It's like there's like, because they're like, they're a little old now that you don't see them every day anymore. They feel like a little like
A little creepy.
yeah, they feel a little creepy. It's kind of like finding that old book in the library that nobody's touched in a long time.
Oh my god!
So,
Why
like,
did you instill that in me?
As an adult, like that actually, it actually scares me because, like, it's, and I completely admit, it's the logic of it is completely unfounded. Like, you could say the same thing about a DVD we haven't popped in a long time, but because you see DVDs and CDs every day, but you don't really see VHS tapes every day. So, like, there's something about that, when you pop in something vintage, like. And like, I guess the equivalent thing would be in the old scary movies when VHSs were around, when you would put in the roll of film and there'd be something creepy in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like just one step where it's still recognizable and familiar, but so not used enough. So it's like that slight removal from your day to day. That's like, and that could be the source of something unsettling.
Oh my god, why did you have to bring that up? We have like all these VHS tapes from my parents.
Well, then, I don't know. I thought we were sharing.
Okay, so if we were to show these to our kids, so you're gonna be the first person to watch them all.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't want.
Where else are you gonna get the Grim Tales animated?
On YouTube.
No, it's not the same. It has to be on the VHS. Don't search it. I know it's on there. You don't have to search it to prove it to me. It's fine.
I was actually gonna look up Red Skeleton Son. I hope there's a cute.
And then draw a little blush on them.
Yeah.
So stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, that's that. Oh shit.
Okay, well, actually, that's actually, now that VHS one has gotten shared, that's actually the last one that for me.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any more.
Yeah. Mine's not really like silly. It's more of like a legitimate fear when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But like I remember just not wanting to date anyone because you know how many news on like TV and stuff, it's always talking about some guy going crazy or like some shit like that. So then like when I was super young, I was like so paranoid, and I'm just like
Wow.
I dread the day when I need to date someone.
Did you have Fox when you were younger, like as a channel?
No. I don't know. We were mostly listening to Asian news.
Oh, okay. Because like if you had Fox News when you were younger, that was the era when like it was like when Cops was on and they were always arresting these very badly stereotypical black people. Like, I can just imagine if you as a young child, impressionable mind would be just like have an innate fear of African American people because if you watch shows like that.
No, I was more like scared of guys in general and like dating them someday.
I don't know, you know what's funny? Because like you would think that would happen to me because like when I was younger, I watched a lot of America's Most Wanted, and so you would hear about all these murder case files, and like you would think that would make me super scared, but like I didn't.
Did you ever get paranoid of those kind of things?
No, never.
Oh wow.
No, never. Like you're aware of them. So like there's been a few times where you think something's not right, so you go find your parents.
Yeah.
Like luckily nothing's ever happened to me. Like but like I've never been actively scared of something like that.
Oh wow.
So like I don't know, like I'm not sure really what triggers it for a kid. But like legitimately, like I remember watching that almost every week.
I was legit scared because like I would hear things about like I don't know, a guy confessing to a girl and then the girl said no, so then he decided to pour acid on her face like right after.
Yeah, see, I remember listening to cases like that on America's Most Wanted when I was younger.
I just heard so much of those that I was like, fuck.
It was a weekly show for me.
Wow.
So like I remember hearing it a lot.
But is it constantly like these kind of cases where it's dating and stuff?
Dating, kidnappings, murder, things like that. It's just,
How old were you?
I don't know, like 5 or 6.
Why were you watching this?
My parents did not really. My parents worked all the time, so they didn't really monitor while I was watching
No,
on TV.
it was more like, didn't you want to watch some freaking cartoons?
Well, no, because that was like I don't remember the television schedule, but it was like I think it was on Sundays, so it would be like the Sunday like cartoon blocks, like Simpsons and whatever the fuck happens before Simpsons. I don't actually remember as a kid, and then America's Most Wanted.
Wait, this was in the morning or
No,
night?
this afternoon in the evening.
Oh, I don't know. Anything that was not a cartoon as a kid, I would not watch.
Oh really? I don't know. I watched everything when I was a kid.
Wow. Yeah, that was like a legit fear of mine. And then like sure enough, my first fucking person that I dated, like when I was like, maybe we shouldn't be together anymore, and then he threatened that he'll kill himself in front of the webcam, and I'm like, this is it. This is how it begins. Fuck. I'm not going
Wow.
this scene again. No,
Wow.
it's there was just so many news about it, and it was
like if you try, like I actually think right now there's even more coverage of some stuff.
oh
like
my
that.
god.
Like not on news, but like like if you just turn on any social media blog about like
Yeah, that's true.
like, do you know what I mean though? Like I think right now I actually think luckily it has more exposure to the problem, but it is more readily apparent. Though I think how it's back then they always kind of showed it from a external standpoint, but now when they report on it, at least in the ones I've read, like, so of course correct me if I'm wrong, or I'm sure there's plenty of articles that report it insensitively. The ones I've seen have been from a victim's perspective,
oh yeah.
so like it creates more sympathy rather than worry.
oh,
Do you know what I
I
mean?
see.
So it might just be a different framework that they had back then compared to now for these kind of
I think this is
cases.
also like this is back in a time when like our internet wasn't that great, or like we
Well, no,
don't
I-
get that much information
I
too.
don't know, like legitimately, I didn't have internet till I was like in like high school.
Well, I mean, like you don't really see as much of this kind of information back on the internet, but then like so every news that cover these kind of cases, it's like
That's all the information you had was what the news covered.
well, it's also like it's gonna be based on like a daily thing, right? Every day when something weird happens,
Yeah, well,
then
yeah.
they're gonna cover that one. So then when
Well, the
there's
same
more
should be said about internet news articles, though.
well, yeah, no, but then like it's more accessible to us, so then we get to see all kinds of news. But because back then we only get to see certain types, just because of like what would happen on like a daily thing. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I guess, but I don't know. Like, I guess I see what you mean, but like, I don't think. I just think I think now they just portray it differently.
You think it's that?
Yeah, I think it is because like now, like they would essentially never. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I was gonna say like they would never report on Columbine shooting now like they did back then. But anyways, like that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so yeah, that's I get that. Do you have any more, or do you want to share? Do
No.
you want to share it, or like should I bring up Red Ghost Sun
No,
again?
you
Red-
don't. We don't need to look at that
you
again.
afraid
We're
of-
ending this,
No,
okay?
are you afraid of
Let's-
Red Ghost Sun?
Red Ghost Senpai.
Red Ghost Senpai.
Okay, he's very wet and coming out of the pool. So what the fuck was the case of that? Was it
I
like
told you, it's like he was murdering.
was he the guy that was murdering people?
Yeah, he was like drowning kids in the pool.
And how did no one see this
Well,
red
no,
blob
I
in
don't
the
know if it's-
fucking clear ocean
I can't
or
remember-
clear pool?
Oh, actually, now I remember. The reason he was red was they poured some chemical into the water.
Yeah.
So that like it would reveal like whatever was in the water because essentially he was invisible because he was actually water before that. Like he had the consistency of water. So like then they poured this chemical in so that he would have form or something. I don't know how that logic worked now.
Cool. Good night, everyone.
Right, guys. Thanks for listening to our like ridiculous fears. Let us know if you like share any of them or if we're completely weird and crazy.
And if there's any topics you guys want us to talk about, and we'll try to do it on a monthly basis again.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye. Red Ghost Sun says bye too. Red Ghost Senpai, you're so cool.